Hey, and welcome to my journey. This is weigh-in day. This weigh-in day is special because we've waited all month to see how I did. We know some weeks I gained and some weeks I lost. I had one week that was a really good loss. If I hadn't been for that, I don't know what. And I had a loss this week, which shocked me, really shocked me. So how I did for the month. I started the month at 283.6 and ended the month today at 280 even. So that was 3.6 pounds for the month, and that puts me at 97.1. So where am I? I'm not on my 100 anymore. I'm 3 pounds away, but that 3.6 pounds for a month, that's terrible. That's terrible. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to say I had weight loss surgery, and I'm not doing any better than I'm doing. I don't even know. It's embarrassing to come in front of you and say that. To have to admit, look, I'm screwing up. I can't seem to get a finger on this thing. And it's all because of what I'm eating. And I was talking with John, last week or whatever. I mean, we talk all the time, but this was one day last week, I think. And she's like, and she tells me all the time when we talk about it. She says, "You did so good on low carb before." I'm like, I know I did. My body responds well to low carb. That's what I'm supposed to be doing right now is low carb. And when I did it before, I did very well on it. So she said, then it's got to be mindset. We got to work on your mindset. She goes, what can I do? I'm like, I just don't know. I don't know. I think, and knowing it hadn't helped me get over it any better. I think whenever I gained, I got kind of this, well then screw it kind of feeling. If I'm going to do what I'm supposed to be doing, which, at the time I was, and gain weight, then why bother? And I think in the back of my mind, that's how I've been operating. I've been operating on the why bother mode. And I'm trying to get back into the, well, this is why you need to bother. I mean, I know why bother. You don't have to tell me. I do know. I know. It's just getting that out of the back of my mind. So I've done pretty good the past couple days. Not perfect. And this little article I found. I don't even know what I was thinking. I was coming here and I'm like, just lies we tell ourselves. Like, lies we tell ourselves. So I looked up, I'm like, lies we tell ourselves. And there's this article on Inc.com. I guess it's about businesses, right? And these little lies we can apply. The best I can is I scroll through them. I didn't give a good read. I didn't feel like writing it down. Normally I'll find an article and I'll take notes and I'll read you my notes. No, I'm just here to look at it on my laptop. A big old digital cheat sheet. Before we start that, let me tell you, went to wound care. I'll be going to wound care every Thursday probably for the rest of my life. That's just how it feels. The left one's still not healed. It's nowhere close. Now I have 2 that have popped up on my right leg. My right leg was healed, fine. Now I got 2 on the opposite side where the other one was. These are on the inside. One is just a big blister, which will probably pop just like all these over here did. And one is already, it feels like a pimple with a little hard thing in it, but it was oozing today when I went. So I had both of them wrapped. Not with the compression, wrapped with the bandages. And I'm supposed to put my own compression on there, which I hadn't been home long. And I just wanted to come here and do this. I can do that later. But she came in, she looked at my left leg, and she felt it, and she looked at it. She goes, I better give you an antibiotic. So she said it was warm. She said, so you're going to need an antibiotic. Oh, make sure my battery ain't dying. Okay. I got it plugged into my laptop, but that don't mean it's getting a lot of juice. So that's where I'm at with my leg. I told David, I said, my gosh, I don't think it's going to heal up. I'm going to be wearing that blasted blue skirt for the rest of my life. I have a blue skirt and I have blue knit capris. And the legs on those are big enough to where I can wear them with my wraps. I think, did I wear them with my wraps? Or just my bandages? Oh, I can't remember. If I know I'm going somewhere, I don't always put my compression stockings on and wraps on first thing when I'm going to go out somewhere if I want to dress something other than that blue skirt. Because I tell you, I'm over it. I'm so over it. But I found me a couple of shirts today. I went to, when I left wound care, I went to Wanda's because two of those lamp candles, whatever you call it, they look like oil lamps, but they made for candles. They didn't have globes, the wooden one and the ceramic one. And I knew I could find globes at Wanda's, and I did. I just got to get them all washed up and put on. And I'll, at some point, show you. I'll take a picture of them, how they look now that I got a globe for them and put a candle in them and everything. And so I just found a couple things there. And then I went to a new Dollar Tree that I didn't even know was down in Concord, on down. So I had to go down a little ways, but I was already down at Wanda, so it wasn't that far and out of the way, you know. They're just a typical little Dollar Tree. There's nothing special. There was nothing to go back down that far for. I mean, I got a few things there that I hadn't seen elsewhere, but not much. Picked Holly up a few things. Picked up another thing or two for the Easter baskets. I tell you, I'm going to have to get a second Easter basket for each one of them if I ain't careful. And then when I come back up, I stopped at, I had to go to the pharmacy to get my antibiotic. And so I stopped at that Goodwill that's over there, and I found me a couple shirts. This little button shirts, you know, short sleeve button shirts, which I'll probably wish I didn't. Now, they don't match that blue skirt, but they're going to go with it. I'm just going to be one of them people. When they do like that, they're going to say, that don't match. And I'm going to be like, sure don't. I had a gray one. This is the skirt I had when I got lymphedema treatments the first time, like 5 years ago. So it droops. It droops, but I don't have a choice. I don't have anything else. I'm not going to buy a skirt full price as I'm losing weight this early in the game. If I would lose more rapidly, maybe we would talk about it. But so every top I got, it will go with that blue skirt. Yes, it will. It's navy. But I did have a gray one. I guess I got rid of it because I can't find it in my closet. I think I saved the blue one to do a before and after. So like when I lost my weight, I could like put the big skirt on and hold it out and say, you know, here's how big I used to be. So I think I got rid of the gray one, just saving the blue one just for that, not realizing I'd be ended up having to wear it again. So I did a little bit of shopping. Not much. Listen, let me tell you. I was watching this video. 60s and 70s groovy bedroom kitchen. I don't know what it was. House tour or something. And so I was looking at all the stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's cool. I had that. I love that. I remember that. And then they come across this one like canister looking thing. Not the same color as the ones I got, but the same like groovy design. You know the groovy designs of the 70s. I'm like, I've got some of those. I've got Momos. They're in the building. So I go out there, me and my flashlight on my phone, and I dig those things. Luckily, the way the building is all on my side conglomerated up, it was right there in the front so I could see it. So I got out my Momos groovy canister set and put them over on the counter. I was telling David, we were sitting there eating, and I put in the middle, on my table, I wanted an oil lamp. And so what I have in the middle of my table is a Lazy Susan with a metal tray on it, and that's where I have the thing with my straws, my plasticware, my cloth napkins, my salt and pepper, my toothpicks, and so you can spin that in the middle of the table. I've just always wanted something pretty in the middle of my table, but I don't want to get rid of my spinning thing because we use all that stuff. So since it's just me and David and the table's round, we only take it out big, when we have everybody over. I slid it to the back and then put this nice old dolly in the middle with a old oil lamp and a little vase with some florals in it and a little owl toothpick holder. You know who gave it to me. You know who you are. And it's so cute. But I'm like, okay, so there's that. It's kind of rustic looking. And then there's that. It's like kind of farmhouse looking. And then over there's like 70s. And over here, there's this and that. And I told David, I said, you know what? I said, this house has as many decorating themes as I have personalities. He's like, every personality has their own thing, does their own thing. So there's a lot of me in here that decorates this house. Let me tell you, it is not one theme. No sirree, Bob. It is eclectic. It is just filled with things I like, whether they match or not. And they might match in the area they're in, but then the area beside them don't match. So that's how I live. That's how I do it. But anyway, listen, me and Mama went down to see Jacob a couple days ago. She had a test and they told her it was not cancer. So, but we went down to, she wanted to go down to Holly's. So we went down there and seen Holly and Jacob. I shouldn't say we went to see Jacob. We seen Holly too, but she wanted to go down there and see her. So I took her down there. And Lord, that little Jacob, he's the smartest little thing. He's just smart as a whip. Holly has done so much with him. She has taught him so much. And he has learned to communicate with her. He's starting to say his words. And he calls me Momo. Oh. I'll send him snaps talking to him. And so she sent me one today where he was mashing on the phone, saying Momo, 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 because Momo talks to him on the phone. So I guess he was wanting to see me on the phone. I don't know. That's listen, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. But we went down there and had a good little visit down there. And I will tell you this, I had a good NSB that day. We went through to get us a drink to drink on the way home because it's a good little piece, And we went through McDonald's because it's down at the end of her road. Not right on her, but when you get to the end of her road down to the main road, there's a McDonald's. They built it all up when it was just David's parents living there. When we first got married, there was nothing out there but fields. Just fields and woods. Fields and woods. Now there's McDonald's, Arby's, a big giant car wash, a gas station, a Waffle House, a Taco Bell. It's crazy. So anyway, we went to McDonald's and she got her coffee and I got me a Diet Coke. And boy, I wanted some French fries because y'all know McDonald's French fries are the bomb. When you get them good and fresh and salty. Listen, this is what you do. I shouldn't tell you because you shouldn't be eating them. You dump them in your bag and you salt them and then you roll your bag up and you shake it. And then you fold your bag down and then you got something to eat going down the road. That's what I wanted to do. And I did not. I said no. The day before, I would have said yes. So you take your victories when you can get them. But I am disappointed in that 3.6 pounds. It should have been more. But I want to read you this article about the lies we tell ourselves. The first one that says is, I have to be perfect. Okay. I keep seeing things pop up, and I just want to make sure it ain't my phone telling me it's dying. I have to be perfect. No. We do not have to be perfect. As a matter of fact, there's no such a thing as perfect. So, I mean, you can strive to be the best you can be, but don't beat yourself up when you're not perfect. And when you make a boot like me today, I should not beat myself up. I'm not perfect. I don't tell myself I am, though, so I'm really not telling myself that lie. But I need to not beat myself up over not losing as much as I wanted to. But don't think that you have to be perfect, because perfect don't exist. My life is harder than anyone else's. There's a lie. Now, some people it is. My life is harder than some of y'all's. But guess what? Some of y'all's is harder than mine. Because y'all tell me y'all stories. I know how hard some of y'all's lives are. The obstacles that you have to try to overcome day in and day out. And they don't match to mine. So, I didn't mean to slurp that. There's always going to be somebody. I mean, you have to get to the end of the line somewhere where, okay, well, you're the worst. But in the scheme of things, there's always going to be somebody worse off than where we are. Doesn't negate the fact that what we got is bad. Doesn't negate the fact that we're having struggles. Just means that we don't have to think, oh, woe is me. I got the hardest of anybody. Oh, no. That's a lie we tell ourselves. And it says here, with every challenge, problem, and difficulty, we're able to learn and grow. Now, here's a big one. If I ignore it, it will go away. I'm going to read this. Procrastination, magical thinking, and risky fantasies may help us avoid hard truths for a while, but reality always catches up, and the longer you wait, the worse it becomes. Listen, if I ignore this issue I'm having with eating, it's just going to go away and just get better on its own. Lies, all lies. Pick something in, if you ignore, I don't know, let's say you've gained 30 pounds since your lowest. You've gained 30 pounds. And you don't want to get on that scale because you don't want to see it. If I don't see it, then it must not be true. Nope. It's true. The only difference between getting on that scale and not getting on that scale is you just don't see it, but it's still there. If you ignore that 30 pounds, even if you get on the scale and you see it, I'm not even talking about, don't even talk about the scale. If you know that you've gained 30 pounds and you just ignore it, it's going to go away. Nope. If you ignore the fact that you gained that weight, it ain't just going to fall off your body. You're not just going to blink it off. What I got on me, I'm not going to blink it off. I can't ignore it. I can't just ignore what I'm doing wrong and expect it to go away. It just, like it says, it gets worse and worse and worse. It's like I used to tell the kids, don't tell me no lies. If you've done something, if you've gotten in trouble, I don't care what it is, you tell me the truth, because that's the only way I can help you fix it. So we got to tell ourselves the truth, face the truth. That's the only way we're going to be able to fix it. Here's another one. I'm too young or I'm too old. This says, at 5, Mozart was already competent on keyboard and violin. And at 76, Nelson Mandela became president of South Africa. The truth is, you are never too young or too old. So we can't sit up here and say, oh, I'm too old to lose weight. Maybe it gets harder because, our metabolism slows. Our whole body, I think, slows. Our whole body, the chemistry changes. I mean, look, just at how you age. You have certain things that happen to you when you age. Your hair turns white. You get wrinkles. Your face starts sinking in. You start humping over. Your bones get brittle. There's all kind of things that happen to us when we age. That's a universal thing. I was going to say you can't get out of it, but some people can. With plastic surgery, they think they're getting out of it, but they're still inside getting old. So we can't just sit around and say, well, I can't lose weight because I'm too old. I can't speak on the I'm too young part because we're not young. We're not spraying chickens anymore. So if you're young, Don't use that as an excuse. I'm too young to do whatever it is you want to do. But as far as losing weight, we cannot use that I'm too old to lose weight garbage, because we're not. We're never going to be too old to lose weight. And then, I'm just not the happy type. It says there will always be difficulties, but we determine how we handle them. Remember, happiness is not something we are. It is something we become through our choices. Say what? Say it's something we become through our choices. Happiness apparently is a choice. Absolutely. I can choose to be negative, or I can choose to be positive. Sometimes I choose to be negative. It's my choice. I can think a whole nother way if I choose to. I can choose to be happy, or I can choose to be sad. By the things that I do, the way that I respond to the things that happen in my life, I can choose how I want to respond to it and how I want it to change me, or to mold me, or to fix me, or to set my mood. So the lie is, oh, I'm just not a happy person. Well, turn that around. Find ways to make yourself happy. I know that sounds hard. And I'm not talking about clinically depressed, because you can't just wheel that away. I know from experience, clinical depression is not something you just make a choice about. Oh, today I'm just going to be happy, happy, happy. I'm going to forget that I have bipolar disorder, and I'm just going to be, no. I'm just talking about moody, broody kind of situations. We can choose to not waller in our self-pity and all that, and we can choose to rise above it and be happy. If I follow my heart, everything will work out. We say that a lot, and they're saying that's a lie. They're saying not that's not necessarily true. And this is what they say: following your heart is good, but it should never override intellect and intuition. Aim for balance. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Following your heart sometimes can get you in trouble if you're not thinking. Let's say you're in an abusive situation and you're following your heart because your heart says, oh, but I love him. No, you got to get the intellect and the intuition in there and let it give you some guidance to say, well, you might love him, but the reality is it's abusive. You can't be with that man. So I understand exactly where they're coming from. How does that fit into our diet? If I follow my heart, everything will work out? I don't know. If I follow my heart, I'm gonna be eating tater chips every day. I'm gonna tell you right now. I got the rest of my tater chips in a bag in there to give to Holly. You know what Joan says: if you say no to it at the store, you ain't got to say no to it at home. Well, I just have a hard time here lately saying no to them tater chips at the store, and I'll bring them home. And when I bring them home, I eat them. So I got the rest of them in there to give to Holly. I said I ain't gonna eat them no more. But if I followed my heart says, gosh, just eat what you want to eat. You'll be all right. You're fine. No, I got to have some intellect kick in there and says, no, hunty. You are not fine. You've got to watch what you eat. You've got to eat protein. You've got to back off those carbs. So following our heart to a point, and then we got to use some intellect, some common sense to guide us the rest of the way through. This says, I don't have a choice. We always have a choice. It's easy to blame others or fate for our outcomes, but accepting responsibility for yourself and your actions is an essential part of your humanity. Wow. I guess we do have a choice. I could say, I don't have a choice. I'm addicted to these carbs. I just don't have a choice. Well, yes, I do. The choice is not to buy the damn things. The choice is not to put them in my mouth. There's the choice. Whether that's the choice they're talking about or not, when it applies to weight loss, yes, we do have a choice. We have a choice of what we buy and what we eat. And when we move that hand up to that mouth with that food, we made that choice. Didn't nobody make it for us. Didn't nobody put it in our mouth. So, yes, we do have a choice. Now, this is about work. It says, my worth is determined by my work. This is no single facet of your life determines your worth. It's spoken in every action and word you undertake. It's who you are. You can change that. My worth is determined by my weight loss. You might think, oh, like I could do that right now. I could say, I have no self-worth. I'm worthless because I didn't even lose a whole 4 pounds. I didn't even lose a full pound a week this month of February. I'm worthless. I'm no good. That's not true. My worth is not wrapped up in my weight loss. Neither is yours. How successful you are at weight loss does not give you your self-worth. Like it says, every action, every word you say is who you are, how you treat people, the things you do for others, how you treat yourself. That's all part of it. So don't wrap your whole self-worth, your whole being, your whole reason to be who you are in your weight loss journey, because that is not the end all and be all of who we are. I can tell you that right now. I think I missed one. No. Well, that was it. So those are some of the lies we tell ourselves. Can we think of any other lies? As far as weight loss goes, I used to lie and tell myself, "You're fine, girl. You are fine like you are." That was a lie. Fine, as far as not caring what somebody thought, that was not a lie. Cause, but fine as in healthy, that was a lie. I chose to not factor in the health part, just the I don't care what you think part. That was the part that I worried about. I never worried about the health part until then my health started going down. I used to say, the size that I was, I said, I'll worry about it when my health is bad. Well, guess what? That happened. And then I was so big that it's taken me all this time just to lose what I've lost. When I was getting that big, I could have been working on it then and maybe combated some of these health problems that I have. Maybe my knees wouldn't be slam wore out because I wouldn't have been carrying all that weight around on them. I would have fixed it earlier. So if you're younger, go ahead and start now. Don't wait. You might say the same thing as I did. Well, my health is fine. I don't have anything wrong with me. Just because I'm big, so what? Well, your health can be ripped out from under you like a rug. Let me just tell you that. You'll find and you wake up one day and it's just like slammed you in the head. You got all these health problems, and a lot of them probably come from the weight that your body is carrying around. It affects our organs, our joints. So don't put it off. I don't know any of the lies we tell ourselves. I don't know. I can't think. Y'all tell me below if y'all can think of any. Because I'm sure there are lies that I tell myself. I can't think. So, listen. Join me tomorrow for live at 1 o'clock. If you can be there, we'll just shoot the breeze again. y'all need to be telling me some stuff to talk about or asking me some questions or something. Y'all, y'all leave it up to me and I can't be thinking of nothing. You know what I think? I think I have told y'all so much about myself on this channel that I have left nothing to the imagination. there's no hidden mysteries. But if there's anything, listen, if you comment on this video, if there's anything you want to talk about tomorrow, let me know and give me time to think about it. Because sometimes, like, just ask me a question, I'll be like, I don't remember. Because I really don't. And then I have to study on it a while. I'm like, oh, okay, I got you. So if there's anything, if you're going to be at live tomorrow that you want to talk about or know or see, like I showed y'all my pictures that one day, if y'all anything like that. Oh, speaking of pictures. So, okay, let me tell you this. Those under the bed shoe storage things I got at Dollar Tree, don't waste your time getting them for shoes. I'm going to tell you that right now. They had some kind of weird, the stuff they're made out of, the material, they weren't divided into sections for shoes to go in them. That's what I thought they were going to be. They just had like a grid made of that fabric, and it was not even attached to the bottom. So I just went around and cut it out just to make an open under the bed storage. So don't waste your time with it. Just get the regular under the bed. Now, if you can't find the regular under the bed, get it and then just cut the thing out like I did, and it works fine. But I'm just saying, don't get it for shoe storage. Anyway, I was putting clothes that I bought that I need to grow into, as in lose weight, and I started to push it under there, and I ran into something, and I knew I don't put stuff under my bed. I'm like, what is that? Because I don't store stuff under my bed. Now, Sebastian's bed, it is full. But under my bed in the bedroom, it's not. And I run into something. I'm like, well, what is that? So I pulled it out. It's these big old black trash bags, and I felt it. I could feel it. It was pictures. I'm like, what in the world do I have under this bed? So I opened it up. Of course, it was dusty. I opened it up, and it was 2 canvases of owls. I got one over here and one over there. They're very colorful, very colorful. I will, when I get through with this, I'll take a picture and I'll insert them here. I bought them, I don't know how many years ago at Goodwill. They, on the back, had $4.99. They were $5 a piece. And I just never got anywhere to put them. They didn't match in the like the main living area of the house, but I knew I had to have them because to me they're gorgeous, and they fit this room. They fit my personality, the vibrancy of them. And I did what I just said on live the other day. I said, up there's Steven Tyler. I said, I won't be taking him down. Well, I did. I took him down. They got me an owl up there. And my new Dollar Tree poster over there. Took it down. Got me an owl up there. But I was like stoked. I couldn't believe I found those things. I had forgot I even put them under there. So that was exciting. But anyway, join us tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and we will do some girl talk. We don't talk about our diets or our health weight loss journeys unless you want to. If that's what you want to talk about, then that's what we'll talk about. If you want to just talk girl talk, then that's what we'll talk about. So there you go. Okay, well, I hope to see you tomorrow at 1. Tomorrow at 8, I think it is. Hold on, you let me look on my computer. I think I have a... Oh, I thought... No, I don't have a chat and hall for you. I put it up already. I put it up Tuesday. Did I put it up Tuesday? Well, I thought I had another. When was the other one? Did I put that up before I wanted to? Where's my chat hall? I thought I had one for... I declare I thought I had one for... Okay, what's the... Listen, I'm sorry I'm getting on y'all's nerves. I had one on Friday, and I had one on Tuesday. I could have swore I had another one to put up on Friday. Maybe that's the one I put up Tuesday. So I don't reckon I'll have well, I could go in there and haul what I just bought. I didn't buy much, but I could haul it. Y'all want me to haul it? Let me know. Let me know down below. Do you want me to haul it? If you do, I'll go in there and film it and put it up tomorrow morning. Then you have something to look at before we get together live. So let me know. Okay. I'm going to shut my mouth and I will see you then. Bye.